Welcome back to the Witcher Let's Play. In today's episode, we're going to complete a relatively short quest called On Death's Bed. I'm going to actually show you how it's relatively easy for multiple playthroughs to happen and for you to miss certain items or miss certain quest lines. In episode... really?
Move it.
Trying to be a dick, dude? In episode 6, we completed the contract A Devil in the Well, and if you remember at the end of that contract, I pointed out how Udablan, I think is how you say his name, Ublan, told us about a herbalist that might know about Claire and Borkel. So we're going to see the end to that quest, and we're going to actually get some pretty good items for completing them. So if you pull up your map, come over to the west, right by the sawmill crossing. There's going to be a house right over here. And that should be our herbalist that we were told about, that we can question about them. And she's also going to be the start for our next quest line as well. So let's get going on that. See if we can't get our horse to come.
That griffin's a real scourge.
Yeah. Get on that horse.
Run, Roach.
I wish I could kill those guards from bumping into me. Yeah, I'm sure that I could, but it probably wouldn't go so well. Just a reminder again, by the way, if you haven't and you're playing on PC, you should download the patch, which was 1.04. In my last video, I talked about the different changes that came. The one specifically that I'm really enjoying, again, is the ability to Alt-Tab out of the game into my desktop. It was just broken before, and who knows why. I'm just collecting some new herbs that I don't think I've had before. She's your herbalist that we're getting ready to meet, and you'll be able to come to her to buy a bunch of different herbs and so forth if you are in need of them. But she's also going to get us on a quest here, and she's going to give us some pretty good rewards, some pretty good XP. That should get us going into the game for what we need. Yeah, I know I'm over collecting probably now. I wish they just had like an area loot effect or something like that. Oh no, she's not home. Okay. Then her door is locked. And I don't really feel like meditating and waiting. Ah, god damn it, fools. We're gonna do something to speed this up. If you continue on in the story quest, Lilac and Gooseberries, and you go to the Nilfgaardian fortress or encampment, he's gonna actually give you a quest to kill the griffin, and that will get you going because you're gonna have to go talk to her anyway, so probably kill two birds with one stone. And since we have the sawmill, we can just teleport back over here. Another thing that you can take care of right now is On Death's Bed actually requires you to have drowner brains, basically, whatever. It's these guys in this area um, their brains. You need at least one of those in order to create a potion that's going to be needed for that quest. If you want to, you can get ahead and farm these guys over here. The drop rate for it is not high. I'm going to let you know that right now. You're probably going to have to kill all 7 of them just to get the brains. But killing all 7 of them, you're probably going to get some other good items as well. And again, be careful when you are trying to kill them. I'm level 1 still, and they're level 4 and 5 in that area. So if they gang up on you, it's not going to be good. I found that the easiest way to kill them and not have to worry about that is equip your silver sword and use Kuhn so that way you can block their attacks, and make sure you're using the dodge quite a bit. There's another fast travel signpost right here. Make sure you're getting them. So since we have that, like I said, it'll help out.
Make way.
You
Military camp. No locals allowed without the express consent of the garrison commander.
bitch, do you know who I
I
am?
look like a local to you?
You look like trouble.
Dead wrong.
Worst nightmare.
I make trouble go away. I'm a witcher.
A witcher? Captain Peter Sagwin Levy is in the tower. Turn right, past the gate.
I want to be a dick. See, you can be nice.
You black ones aren't so scary after all. Can even be nice if you want to.
Don't get accustomed, Nordling.
To the tower. Go.
Maybe I should just kick him in his head. Now, it's really confusing that nobody in this area wants to talk to you. Like, there's like no dialogue options going on, and the conversation options is really slim. If you remember earlier, I was kind of joking around about how you can just walk inside people's houses and just steal stuff. Yeah, watch this. So, the guards won't tolerate it, but I guess the people will. Don't press spacebar if you come inside here and do it, because obviously you stole. Just make sure you escape out of that. Yeah, so you see that? Little hint. Come back in the evening, the early morning between about 12 a.m. and you might get something good. Everybody's gonna be pretty much asleep, so that's gonna be your best bet. And trust me, there are some good items over there inside that barrel and that chest right there that you might want.
How much grain will your village give?
Whatever you say, Your Excellency.
Look at my hands. Look. See the calluses? These are not the hands of an excellency, but of a farmer. So we speak peasant to peasant. How much can you give?
40 bushels. There'd be more, sir, but our lads, the Temerians, that is, took from us earlier and...
You will give 30, and that will do. Let us settle on it, and I wish to see the transport soon.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you kindly.
Wow, a nice
I
conqueror.
summoned only the Elderman and the smith, Willis. But it is said he is a dwarf. You are too tall to be him.
Observant as fuck, aren't you? Okay, can't argue with your logic.
Very perceptive of you. Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Vatgern. This explains why I did not hear your footsteps. What do you seek here?
Yennefer of Vengerberg. Where was she headed?
That is a military secret.
Haven't thrown me out yet. Haven't called the guards. So go ahead. What's your price?
There is a griffin in the area. Slay it, and then I shall see what I can do.
Why do you care about this griffin?
Because I care about people. The beast has killed 10 already, including a few of my men. To hunt it, I would need to mobilize the entire garrison, comb the woods, organize a batu. Simply impossible.
Too big a hassle?
No, too high a risk. I cannot disperse my forces. Temeria's army we have crushed, but its common folk remain, ready to answer a call to arms. So, as to this griffin, I can sit on my hands, or hire a professional.
Sure, I need that information.
It's a deal. Some questions before I start. Know where the griffin has its lair?
It kept to the Vulpine Woods at first. I sent a patrol there, 5 young men. A hunter found them 2 days on. They only recognized them because they wore our plate. Since then, the griffin has grown bold. Attacks in villages, fields, on the main road.
Meaning it's abandoned its lair. Gonna have to set a trap.
I judge from your tone this will not be easy. What do you require?
I need some more information about that griffin.
Need more information about this griffin. Its sex. Why it's abandoned its lair.
Shall I bring you witnesses?
They won't say anything I don't already know. I need to go where your men died. Look around. What's the name of the hunter who found them?
Mislav. He has a hut south of the village, very near the wood. Helpful fellow. A little strange, though.
I'll need bait. A specific herb. Buckthorn. Scent should lure the griffin from 10 miles off.
Buckthorn? I do not know this. But I am not yet fluent in the common tongue.
Mm-hmm. Probably mastered the basics, though. Hands up. Kill them.
No. First came idiots.
I'ma shut up.
Don't play with fire, for example. Go to Tomira, an herbalist. She lives near the crossroads. She will aid you.
Tamira and Mislav. Thanks.
Es sunt jagten.
So, Tamira is our herbalist back at the crossroads, or really the sawmill checkpoint. So, I'm not sure why it says at the crossroads. She's not there. She's at the sawmill checkpoint, and we're gonna fast travel over there. I kind of want to make use of that night cover so that way I can grab those items from those chests. Because if I can get them for the free, then why not?
Make way.
Let's go to the signpost and fast travel down here. Oh, if you look on my map right here, there's a place of power, and these are littered throughout the map in these little hot spots. This one right here I believe is for Ard, probably. Yeah, I think it's for Ard, and there's quite a few of them. I think there's actually one down here, and that one's for Quinn. We're gonna get to those and take care of them, but when you go to these, there's also some pretty high level enemies that you're gonna have to fight in order to attain those ability points. So is it worth it to just go run over there and do it right now? Probably not. If you find yourself that you're really skilled at the game and you're not caring, then yeah, go ahead and go do it. And you know, the ability points help, as you'll see in a moment, especially with unlocking certain abilities that you probably need in order to beat some of the other areas. Be careful because there are monster nests at some of these locations, which require you to beat all of the enemies in those areas before you use a bomb, either the salmon or the grapevine, I think it's called, in order to close those nests. And sometimes even after you close the nest, monsters will spawn that you do need to kill as well. Let's fast travel here to the sawmill. And go talk to our herbalist.
Could ye deliver us from evil?
Swear to God, I hate that tracking on the mini map for where to go to the quest. It's like a really bad GPS system or something. And look, the door's open.
Bad
Look at that
time.
ass.
Not at all. Hand me the beggar tickets, the... Red bloom. Well, well, one versed in herbs.
Probably saying too much, but I know a bit. For instance, that beggar tick's poisonous.
In large doses. Small ones soothe pain and bring forth pleasant dreams. Which is all I can hope to do for her.
Yeah, let's ask her about the griffin first, because that's going to be the way that we find out about the quest for on Death's Bed.
Griffin do that to her?
Delina. Yes. Attacked her at night. She was walking in the woods.
At night? Through the woods? In wartime?
Meeting a boy. The young, you know, do foolish things for love. Wounds are
You want
healing,
to do
but she
some
will
foolish
die.
things for love?
Blood's pooling in her skull. Nothing my bruise can do to help.
Yeah, let's try to help her.
Could try to help her with one of my potions. Swallow can heal internal hemorrhages.
But
Witcher's potions aren't for humans.
she'll die as it is.
Yes, a peaceful death soothed by your concoctions. If I give her Swallow and something goes wrong, the whole village will hear her screams.
I understand. Do as you will.
So now let's ask her about the Buckthorn quest.
Looking for buckthorn. Know if it grows anywhere around here?
Bottom of the river, where the channel's widest. But you do know that once out of the water...
It'll stink worse than a week-old carcass. Counting on it. I'm hunting the griffin. Need the buckthorn for bait.
I was thinking... A few years ago we had trouble, drowners under the bridge. The whole village had to pitch in for a witcher. Who now can afford the bounty on a griffin's head?
Captain Peter Sars, something.
Ah, good to know the Black One's looking out for our welfare.
Well, they actually are. Well, he is anyways.
Doubt Emperor Emir cares about you. But this captain just might. Seems like a decent man.
There are no decent men in the army. There are only orders.
Not from here, are
You
you?
haven't been raped yet, so there's probably a lot of
A lot
decent
of
men.
bitterness in you. Too much for someone who's spent her life in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
True. And you're in a hurry. Elsewise you'd not use bait, just wait for the griffin to attack again.
Believe we could have an interesting conversation.
Maybe next time.
Oh, Geralt trying to get him some. Alright, so now you should be able to talk to her and finish out the quest
Yes?
about Claire and our Witcher contract. So you notice it says, ever know a woman named Claire? She also sells you herbs, and you can ask her about her story. So let's first ask her about Claire.
Listen, ever heard of a woman named Claire? Lived around here?
Heard of her? A mild way to put it. Claire was a friend. The only person dear to me in all of White Orchard. Until her husband, Volker, quarrelled with the lord of the manor. He then gathered the family and moved out into the woods to start a new settlement. The lord and his retinue rode there to convince them to return. They were to be civil. No forcing, no bloodshed. But you saw. Word is Claire said something about the lord's son, Florian. Something that made the lord furious. But who knows the truth?
Lots of misfortune for such a small village.
'Tis so in every village. Even the smallest. You need only ask. But let's not end on a teary note. Here, a bit of solace.
So you notice she gives you some experience points, not a lot, and she gives you some crowns. Biggest one right there is that saltpeter. You need those in order to make your bombs. Celadine is also part of those, so it's good. What the freak just happened? This chick is dying with brain hemorrhaging. And looks like her waist is jacked up, but she walked outside in the midst of our conversation and just walked back in all casually. Alright, CD Projekt, I'm gonna need you to fix that.
Yes?
Let's ask her about her story before we go.
Tell me something about
These
yourself. What's your story?
A sad one. Do you know the Temple of Melitele in Alanda?
Do I know it? Can't remember how many times I've been there, how many times Mother Neneka stitched me up.
We must have missed each other. I started to become a healer under Mother Neneka. I was but 18 when they took me in. An age at which teachings interest one far less than love. There was a boy, Goslav. He'd bare his chest to work. The novices couldn't keep their eyes off him, tripped over their own feet, dropped things. I left the temple for him. We passed a lovely summer together, and then he left. Neneke refused to take me back. My parents uttered not a word. Gave me a travel cloak and a small coin pouch. I struggled long to find a place where I'd feel safe, needed, until I finally arrived here. End of story.
Alright. So she also sells herbs.
Got any herbs you're willing to sell?
I'm sure I can find something.
I'm not gonna buy them or anything, but you get the idea of what she has inside here. Some of these are pretty cool. If you notice, like she sells the Lesser Glyph to Quinn. She also has some manuscripts as well for White Gill, Dwarven Spirits, and she has some other stuff as well. Pretty good herbs for you to come from. She also sells a saltpeter that's needed for some of the bombs. So no biggie there. You could, I believe, sell her stuff as well from your inventory. But what I want to show you is why we need to go grab this Drowner Brains. So if you notice, we have enough ingredients right now if we wanted to make salmon, which is a bomb, because she gave us the saltpeter and we've connected enough celadine. And there's actually going to be more celadine over by these drowners as well. The grape shot, we need some different items. We're basically missing one item from those, but it's really cool. The game does tell you if you're missing items or whatever, you can't make it. Spectre oil, we could have used that for the Noon Wraith. If we wanted to, it really wasn't worth it to make that. So the potion that we need to make is Swallow. And you notice there's Dwarven Spirits you need, Celadine, and Drowner Brains. So we're going to go have some fun hunting drowners.
Farewell.
So on our map, we are going back to a place where we called out the liar for his BS. This is where we're going to be. We need to hunt these drowners over here. That's a secondary quest on Death's Bed. Suggested level is 2. No problem. It's not like it's going to be that hard. And there's going to be a lot of times where these quests are actually going to end up superseding some of the main quests, where you can get off the main quest and go do these. I guess kind of confusing as far as video layouts go and trying to tell people where they can do this or do that, but in the grand scheme of the game, it really works out well because you feel like you're doing something related to the main story.
Freak.
So let's equip Quinn, and we're going to use our Witcher sword to for an old bear high. And we've got 3 drowners on this side. Remember what I said and keep that in mind. Definitely want to kind of lure them out. Be wary of fighting them next to these swamp bogs or the poison mist areas. And also be wary, there are bees on trees here that they won't do you anything to you unless you bother them. But it is something to be concerned about. Oh no, not Yurden. So try and lure them away individually instead of trying to fight them all at once. Whew. 4 of them now. Alright, we need to pull one away. Oh, also, if you're brave enough, you can kind of gather them all up, and there are these barrels right here that you can lure them to and blow them up with, you can blow them up with Igni. Ah. They're making this difficult. Yeah, they do that quite a bit, where they just run. They run towards each other and try to gang up. There appears to be one over here by himself. Or is that actually a ghoul? That is not a ghoul. I mean, that's not a drown, excuse me. Let's find out what he is.
Come on.
Oh, he's level 5. Yeah, we're good on that for the moment. I definitely want to level up before I come back in there. We're not gonna mess around with that. Ooh. I don't know if you noticed on the first one, he did not drop anything, and that does happen with the drowners. There's not a 100% drown. I don't like the way that sounds. This dude's coming for me again. There is not a 100% drop rate on these on drowners, which is why I said it's kind of, you're gonna get what you're gonna get, and you're probably gonna need to farm them. So we killed 2 of them, and there's one over here by himself. Let's go get him. And he's just in a field of freaking. Haha, gotcha. Oh, damn. Yeah, round of brain right away. Perfect. Now, because I'm over here, I am gonna kill these other. That didn't take as long as I expected it to take. So we might as well farm the other. We might as well farm the other drowners in the area too. Yeah, that's our man we don't want to mess with. Not right now, anyways. Oh, damn it.
Get him! Come on!
Ran right into the freaking bandit camp. Didn't really mean to run into that. But it happened, so. Yeah. Woohoo! Silk, nice. And I don't know if you noticed, but the game automatically chose. Oh shoot! You have no head anymore, dude. I'm not sure why your body flew. Where your head probably should have flew, but they've been messing up things inside this game, so it's not overwhelmingly surprising. That was kind of funny. Let's see what they got over here. Might as well. Hunting trousers, some cotton, horse hide. Ah! Got a diagram for a Temerian poignard. Okay. And a page. So let's do that. That's not bad. Warrens. More hunting trousers. Malquest. Jesus Christ. I don't know if you hear them, but the wolves are definitely in the area. Ugh, I hate wolves. They're freaking annoying. Alright, let's get back on his road and Get back to what we're doing. Oh, so easy to get distracted. And I'm pretty sure that point on the map, yep, it was a bandit camp. Which also kind of goes to show you that the map makes things look big and like really spaced out, and it really isn't. That's fine. I don't really care one way or another. It's just, you know, one of those things that's deceiving. But like I said, while we're over here, we might as well go ahead and go kill those witchers. I mean, these other drowners, and get some more crafting material. If you don't like crafting, don't bother with this. Most of the stuff you can buy in game somewhere.
Come on.
And that's what I meant. Get out of that. Shit. The weird ass physics. His body like popped up, floated. Just like, what the hell happened? Yeah, okay. Another drowner brain and a drowner tongue. So, if you're into the crafting aspect of the game, like I said, not a bad idea to come over here and farm these drowners. Wow. Another drowner brain and some monster blood. Yeah. So, highly worth it if you trust me. It's worth it. Gotta stop walking into that fog. There's one more over here. So let's kill him. Ooh. Oh shit. Ooh. And a monster heart and a monster liver. Nice. Alright. Whew. Yeah, I was kind of really messing up there. Like I said before, I'm not really good at parrying things in most games. I'm not good at it in Dark Souls. I wasn't good at it in Demon Souls, which is probably why I really enjoyed Bloodborne. I really didn't have to parry. I barely ever used my gun, but even in this game, I doubt I'll be that good at it. So we have the drowner brains now, so we can make our way back over here to her cabin. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to run over there. A horse did it though. CD Projekt, I really appreciate the game.
Hey, yeah.
Is it perfect? No, but it's good. I highly suggest you do that quest, or this quest, on Death's Bed. It's a really good piece of experience boost, and those alchemical items. Jesus Christ.
Take it easy.
Help.
Come on, Roach.
Everything's gonna be fine.
The plague!
And crafting is fairly easy in this game. Not really much to do about anything. I'm going to show you that right now. So go into your alchemy tab, and I now have the items needed for Swallow. and it's pretty much that easy. Select that item and then just craft. You don't have to go anywhere in order to do it. It's pretty straightforward. The salmon bombs, you can do these on the fly if you want to. Like you said, there's not a really unnecessary reason in order to do it immediately if you don't need to do it. So yeah. And this list will just grow. This is your inventory item, and you notice when we killed the the bandits inside their camp, we picked up some trousers from them. We picked up these rusty Novigrad swords much earlier, and here goes the Temerian Ponard that we picked up the diagram for. And you notice they increase your armor stats and so forth like that. You can compare them to what you have and see if they work out better for you and equip them if you want. No biggie. I'm gonna use them, obviously. They're better than what I had. Yeah. So let's go inside the house now and complete the quest for On Death's Bed. And you're gonna get a lot of experience.
Yes?
And a lot of items for it. So, I got that potion for Lena.
Got a potion for Lena. Swallow.
First sign of spring. Symbol of rebirth. Fitting as names go.
We'll see. Like I said, could harm her. Deeply. Works on me immediately, but I have a faster metabolism. Effects won't appear in her case for a few days.
Why'd you choose this in the end?
Decided it was better than doing nothing.
I like you, Witcher. Here. A small gift. For giving a damn.
I really didn't give a damn. I just wanted to do it in case she was gonna give me some booty or, you know, the XP. Whatever. But you notice we got to level 2 and we actually have ability points available because she gave us something like 350 experience. Notice she gives us crowns and quite a few valuable items, manuscripts, and alchemical ingredients. Let's take a look at our first point where we can actually level up. If you notice, here we have our ability points that we have available to us, and we have different groupings for abilities. So like the color indicates, like obviously says an ability's color indicates what branch it belongs to. You can choose the abilities that you have, and you can choose how you're going to develop them. So for instance, if you prefer using your sword skills, that's available to you. Use fast attacks, strong attacks, and all you're going to do is sign ability points. If you are more interested in using your Witcher signs and probably like mage play, then you can choose that as well. Same difference with your alchemy and brewing abilities. The more ability points, the better for that, obviously. Everybody's going to defer on what they want. I'm not going for like a min-max build or anything like that. I'm going to go probably inside this tree because I like combat. For now, I think I was eyeing this one earlier, muscle memory, fast attack. Just because if you notice, I kind of just like swinging around at shit. Okay. So we're going to activate this ability and drag it and drop it in one of our mutagen slots over here. And that's it. These mutagen slots, they're going to unlock as you level up inside the game. Our next one is at level 9 apparently. I believe there's like 70 levels that Gerard can be in. Also keep in mind these abilities do level up, so you don't have to spend ability points on new abilities if you don't want to. So if you like muscle memory and you want to max that one out, you can do so. I probably will. There are some things that I know I like to use more than others. I probably won't be using crossbow that much, but we never know. Also, it was something else that I want to point out, I think. Yeah, here you go. Of sweat and blood. And if you read this, telling you about the dead and about necrophages, and it's adding to your bestiary. It's always nice to have information on what it is that you're doing inside, what you're going to be coming up against and fighting inside the game, because the game can be kind of hack and slashy, but it really doesn't have to be. If you're going better prepared with certain things, it'll change the shape of battle and how quick it goes. Like if I had the Witcher oil, that Noon Wraith probably would have been dead in probably about 4 or 5 shots. But it's whatever you choose and whatever your preference is. Go with that. I didn't think I needed it for that, so no. But okay, we'll probably have it another time or whatever. Also, don't forget you can always go inside your bestiary, so that way you can see what new information has been added. And here you go. So for instance, there's new information in here about drowners, and you can see symbols that they're weak to. So Igni and necrophage oil. Ghouls are weak towards necrophage oil. Night wraiths. I don't think we've seen a night wraith yet. We probably got that information from the book she just gave us. It helps. And they're pretty much the same as your other specters, which is the Noon Wraith. So we got information that helps us for the next time we actually fight these guys. And the more information we have on something, the easier it is to beat it. Torn out page, Noon Wraith concoction, Night Wraith concoction. Oh, there you have it. Sherry interest. Plague maidens. Like I said, do that quest. Really helps out a bit. And that's where we're going to end this episode of Let's Play. The next time we're back, we're probably going to forward the mission for the Griffin. I really want to kill that Griffin. Alright guys, have a good one.